Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my patron subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be discussing and talking about government shutdown. Is the government going to be shutting down? Like what's going on over there with Congress and the White House in terms of funding and all that. We are also going to be talking about in another video. This is what I plan to record at least today and be able to get them out to you guys at least sometime a little bit before. No later than Saturday evening, because it is time sensitive. We'll be talking about the ending of Elon Musk, the government shutdown, which is this video, the recession to depression, because we are going to be entering into the economic possibilities and possibilities of a recession. I have talked about this many times years ago that we were going to be experiencing a recession in COVID. Those who didn't lose their jobs during COVID would actually end up losing their jobs. During this new transition when we have a depression, we go from recession to depression. But in between that, there was going to be what's known as the Roaring '20s, which was going to be the golden years of the economy. Was at the time I thought the economy was going to crash sometime during Biden's term, not realizing that the golden time period was actually Biden's economy. So those with that. We also did go through 2022, so it was a little bit economic downturn, but that would not be as severe as what we're going to be expecting. So there's that. So we're going to talk about the recession to depression, because we kept talking about the Trump economy and all those things. We were very well versed in this, so it's time to move on. Now it's time to go ahead and start talking about the recession to depression. We are going to talk about the Canadian electric grid, and is that going to cause a nationwide blackout here in the United States? And then we're going to end off with the fall of Trump. And this would be my video, so these will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 video topics. I'm trying to try to get to as many as possible. I have about an hour to record. I'm hoping at least 20 minutes dedicated to each video, but some videos like that topic might need some more information, more time to develop, which means that it can take a little bit of time. But anyway, that's the intention, that's the goal here. Anyway, today is Thursday, March 13th at 8:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as of when I am recording this. Again, today is Thursday, March 13th at 8:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as of when I'm recording this. If you want to help out the channel grow, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, or even commenting in the comment section below, or sharing this video with others, or watching this video longer than normal. Help the channel out greatly. I do appreciate it for those of you guys who do actively do that. And I also do want to also say as well, this video just been entertainment only, for educational purposes only as well. So everything I do here is just nothing more than that. If you do want to be notified when I do post and upload, you can go into the comment section below or in the description, follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group, and I will personally notify you when I do post and upload next. Alright, so let's begin. We have a lot to get through today. Let's see what's going on. I don't know what we're walking into today for the government shutdown. If you have not watched my March video with March Madness with 45, I said that right before he took office on Inauguration Day, I think it was January 17th if I recall the date correctly, I said that the month of March was going to be like a very hard year. I mean, a very hard month for Donald Trump. In February, he was all about consolidating power. January was all about chaos. March is going to be about the difficulty between Congress saying no to the president in the White House. And then it depends also on Elon, because wherever Elon is, it's going to determine how Congress decides their vote. But it's going to be against or for Elon, depending on where he is. So if he's in the Congress, they vote for Elon, because Elon is influencing the Congress. If Elon is in the White House, they vote against Elon. So it's one or the other. But it's more so 45 kind of gets embarrassed, but Elon is really the center of the month. But anyway, let's go take a look. Let's see what's going on. Government shutdown, and we'll go from there. And this is kind of like a blind reading because I actually don't know anything about the government shutdown. I don't know any information, so which is ideal because it's exactly the type of situation that we want to be in. It allows for more thorough investigation without any sort of biases or opinions. So Spies saying was time about the government shutdown in the United States. Will the government shut down in the United States? Let's start there. This could be a very short video, or it could be a very long video. We will find out very soon. What is this? This is the White House? And then who's the center then? Hmm. Okay. So apparently Elon comes in the center. He comes in as the King of Swords, which is the incumbent. This is normally my president card. Um, well, not my president card, but it means the incumbent president, or somebody who has more power, or whoever's in the center seat. Not Mike Johnson, not any of that. The King of Swords is represented here as Elon. So Elon is in the center of the government shutdown in some way. The left side here, I was told that the left was just headed towards the vent here, is the Republicans. It's represented here as the Eight of Pentacles reversed, which means a lack of plan, a lack of cohesiveness, which means the Republicans actually did not draft this bill. This was something that was given to them, and they just plan to vote on or whatever it is. The Republicans did not make this bill. It feels like it was given to them in some way. And here is, again, the only upright position is Elon. And then the both political parties right now are both reversed. This is the Democrats here. It's represented here as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Swords reversed. The 8 of Swords reversed is telling me here that the Democrats don't feel restricted, but I don't feel like they want to do anything. But I'm also getting the energy that they could take this as an opportunity to shut down the government despite them having a minority. That they're able to shut down the government in some way. Or they have the freedom to do it. They have that choice because they're not restricted. It's their right to do it. So if Republicans used it on them all the way up until 2010, why not use the opportunity now? So that's what we're getting. The top of the deck here is we have the Fool card. Things are about to crash. The Fool card is here, so things are going to crash. Especially with Elon, which makes a lot of sense why we are getting towards the end. Talking about who Elon is. We talked about his story, we talked about his plan, who Elon is. We're going to start to get towards the end of his story. We are going to be touching upon him a few more times on this YouTube channel in regards to this time travel and all those things. But we're getting to the end of Elon and his story in the United States. And here we have the victory card in reverse, which is the Six of Wands, which tells me the Republicans are not victorious in this matter. And what about the Democrats? We have here the Nine of Cups. We're telling me the Democrats are, because the Nine of Cups are reversed, normally this means the bigger picture or the smaller picture, depending on how it's focused. If it's here, it means, if it's upright, it means the bigger picture. When it's reversed, looking at the smaller thing. So the Democrats are very keen on small issues and nitpicking the bill rather than looking at it from a broader perspective. So that's what the Democrats are going to be doing. The Republicans are just outright failing in some way. I don't think a lot of Republicans are on board with it. It makes a lot of sense. They didn't draft the bill. And then what is the final outcome with Elon? Elon is not as strong as he would hope. The administration of 45 is not strong. So I'm going to, yeah. Alright, so Spirit Angels tell me, now that we talked about all this in terms of government shutdown, what is the likelihood path of the government shutdown shutting down? I don't. No, I don't think the government's gonna shut down. If it does, it could be for other reasons, but it doesn't feel like it is. Because we have the Star card. The Star card reversed, which means the presidency. It feels like if any form of government was gonna be shut down, it wasn't gonna be Congress. It was gonna be the White House. For some reason, it feels like a blackout in the White House for some reason. It doesn't feel like it's coming from Congress. There is gonna be a government shutdown, but it doesn't feel like it's coming from Congress. It feels like it's coming from the White House for some reason. Like the lights go out for some reason. So maybe I gotta investigate what that is. Here we have is going towards the past. We have the struggle. This should be heading towards the future that the government shutdown. It's not. It's heading towards the past, right? But then here you have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is coming in, right, very swiftly, and it's heading towards that struggle. It's heading towards the past. which means that it's going to be a government shutdown, but it has to be related in somehow to the White House. It's in relation to the White House in particular. With the topic deck here, we have the 6 stories between troubled waters into smoother, calmer waters. And the bottom of the deck here, we have the Knight of Wands. This is Trump running. This is Trump running because of the economy. There's something going on with the economy that triggers something in the White House. But it feels a little bit more complex than your traditional government shutdown, is what it feels like. We're going to take a quick look and see what's going on in the White House at this time. Because it seems a little bit bizarre that it says that no, there's not a government shutdown, but the information all indicates that there is a little bit of leniency towards a government shutdown, but it's coming from the White House and specifically, like it's coming like almost feels like a blackout, or like there's no communication or just radio silence from the White House in some way. So we're gonna take a look at that and see what is going on in the White House. Spirits and angels tell me, what is going on in the White House? Why am I getting a possible government shutdown, lights out in the White House? What's going on there? Okay, so I'm hearing they're funneling money through the dark. Like, they use it as a form of, like, it feels like the reason why the lights is out in the White House, because money's being funneled out while no one can see what's happening. It's what it feels like. That's the energy that I'm getting. Because we have the 10 of Pentacles, it's all the money. They have to do the money, and while they're voting, once the vote is in, they get the go-ahead, the money gets funneled out. Like, it almost gets cleared in some way. And here you have the 7 of Swords reversed. They're trying to do thievery, but it's to be going unnoticed, right? It's to go unnoticed. And here you have Page of Wands, a new leader emerges. Doesn't mean it's someone else comes in to replace Trump. That does not what it means. What it could mean that because the money's now out, he has funneled the money. Maybe he just says, oh, listen, I took the money, got what I needed, I'm out. Like, like a robber, he goes in the house, steals what he wants. Once he gets it, he's gone. Kind of like that. Could be that type of situation. Or it could literally be that, he's funneled the money and then he becomes a new leader. He becomes highly aggressive. Like, oh, we've been stolen or we had theft or whatever. But it does feel like there's like something here with cyber. Like, almost like, let me see. Is this a cyber attack on the United States? Is this a cyber attack? Is that why the U.S. White House is down? Judgment. It's coming from outside. Because you see here, you have overseas. This is somebody from the air, and these are the people. Let's see if we can get further clarification. Yep. Here it is. So we have Judgment. This is the devil. We're going to have a cyber attack, it looks like. The devil. And you have here, it's an attack. It's an attack. So we're having a cyber attack. That's what it feels like. That's why it was very hard to discern what that energy was and why that's making go ahead. Now, what I want to know is it on purpose? Like, is it like agreed upon to funnel money out per Trump agreement, or was it not? Let's find out. Was the cyber attack something that 45 is in on? Is he in on this? Does he know that the cyber attack on the United States is something that he agreed upon in order to funnel money out, or is this something like a blind attack on the United States? I'm hearing blind. Okay, I'm hearing the word is a blind attack on the United States, but it's specifically designed to punish him, quote unquote, punish him for his debts. Like, he did not pay his debts, so they're taking money out of the United States to pay his debt, is what it says. And here the challenge to this is the 10 of Swords. We're asking whether or not 45 is involved in the cyber attack that's coming in the United States, specifically revolving around the White House and the money. We have the Chariot coming in pretty quickly, coming in hot. This is the presidency, going into the presidency. Now that you are president, you are the star, you are the leading one. Now you're in, now you are president. You didn't fulfill your promise as destined, and we're going to take what's ours, which is the 4 of doors. And here is the betrayal, which is the 10 doors. If this happened, if this layout happened again, I would definitely say for certainty though, I would not be surprised if they go to kill him. I would not be surprised if this is the layout of an assassination. Because we have him going in as president, we have him become president, to only end up with the 4 of swords at the end of his presidency. This is the life cycle of the story. He's likely to die while in office in some way. He's likely to die while in office. Here is challenged by the presidency, which is the betrayal. He needs to be very careful with the things that he does, and he needs to follow the things that he agreed upon, because if he doesn't, this outcome will become his reality. What's the top of the deck? Ow. It's the Lover's card. It's an agreement, it's a contract, right? It's an agreement. On the bottom of the deck here, we have the 7 of Pentacles. How can I squeeze the money out? This had nothing to do with the billionaires. This had nothing to do with the billionaires. The billionaires are the oligarchy that's making things work in the United States, making it easier for 45 to do his agenda. But in no way is he working for the billionaires. It feels like to me that he's working to funnel money out of the country, backstabbing the billionaires as well. That's what it feels like. It feels like the billionaires are not going to benefit from this long term. Like it's actually going to hurt them long term in some way. Now going back to the government shutdown. I thought this was going to be a short video, I honestly did. Now going back to the government shutdown, now that we understand that there's going to be a cyber attack, now let's ask the question again. Spirit Angels tell me, now that we know that there's going to be a cyber attack on the United States due to 45 agreement with whoever it is that he works for and owes debt to, how is the government going to shut down? We have here that reevaluating on the bottom, the 7 of Pentacles, evaluating. Top of the deck here, we have loss, which is the 5 of Cups, which is not loss. And here, the challenge by the devil. Loss of the devil, right? The loss of 45. It feels like to me, it's still very much iffy. Still very much iffy, but it feels very much up the air. Let me see if I can get like clarifiers here. Spirit Angels tell me, are we going to have a government shutdown? I'll pick a random card, let's see what happens. Tower. Okay, so yeah. There's a breaking moment. I think we are going to have a government shutdown, but it's going to be a little bit different than our traditional government shutdown. In some way, there's something going on here that's going to be a little bit bizarre. A little bit bizarre, something that we didn't really expect. But we have the Chariot card here, followed by the 3 of Cups. Right, the 3 of Cups. And then you have here, you have the 9 of Swords, which I believe I counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 of Swords. This is telling me here that people are upset. And this is a Tower moment, a big change that's coming. So yeah, I do feel like in some way there's a change coming, and it's coming with this Tower moment. There's something coming that's a little bit bigger than any of us can understand what's going on, but the energy seems to be a little bit more erratic and hard to really pin down what exactly is going on in the United States. But yeah, people are definitely going to be upset when it happens, that's for sure. Alright. And that could even be very much a crash, too, right? Because I said the money being funneled out, money being depleted, it could be easily as described as in a very way of saying there's a crash. Could be that as well. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree, disagree, if maybe there's some sort of similarity between other people. I want to know if other people have seen a blackout in the White House, or is it just me? Alright, guys. I love you. Have a great night, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace out. Love you.